Okay, so you have your NFL wildcard prediction. So you have the first game, Chargers versus the Jaguars. Chargers in the number 5 seed right now, and the Jaguars winning a game over Tennessee. This one's gonna be, I think, one of the better games. Both these teams have young quarterbacks in Herbert and Lawrence. Lawrence has been. Both these teams are hot right now in December. Chargers, and they both have winning streaks. And this one, both these teams have been playing a lot better. Both defenses have been playing a lot better. Jaguars defense and their win streak has slowed down opponents for the most part, while the Chargers defense has pretty much shut down every opponent. Both offenses we know are very explosive. The Jaguars didn't play great versus Tennessee, but their offense is still very explosive. While the Chargers, we all know they have an explosive offense. Very similar teams, but I think the Chargers they slightly have more experienced player, while the Jaguars are very young players. And I think the Chargers defense has been playing way too good. Like they've just been shut down or shutting down opponents in December. So I don't think this one's gonna be super high scoring, but I'm gonna have the Chargers winning it 27-24. And then you have the 6 seed Ravens at the Bengals, number 3 seed. Bengals have won 8 straight and just beat the Ravens this week, while the Ravens lost the Bengals. Lamar Jackson should be back, so that one will be interesting. But the Bengals, their defense continues to be very good. Their offense, even though at times they aren't the best, they can go into a slump when they're on, they're on. While the Ravens also have a very good defense, but their offense without Lamar Jackson is just not good, and their skill players are definitely lacking. And to me, they both teams have a very good defense. The um, Ravens slightly better, but the Bengals, um, but the Bengals offense I think is significantly better with Joe Burrow, even with Lamar Jackson coming back. Don't think this one's going to be necessarily high scoring matchup, but I do have the Bengals winning 24-20. Then you have the Bills versus the Dolphins. Um, Bills number 2 seed, Dolphins number 7. They do have to play in Buffalo, which is going to be cold, but last time they played, the Dolphins actually did pretty well. And Buffalo, we all know their defense, even losing Von Miller, has been great. Slowed down the Patriots. Their offense continues to be explosive, and against the Patriots, they had 2 kick return touchdowns. Well, the Dolphins, a very ugly win over the Jets. Still, their defense played better. Their defense played better against the Patriots and the Jets, and has been playing better as of late. But their offense with Skylar Thompson is just not productive, and I think this one's going to be determined by if Armstead, Tua, Waddle, Hill is healthy and playing. If they are, I think this one's going to be a slightly tight game. If it's not, I think the Bills are going to blow the Dolphins out. But making this prediction that Tua and all the other skill players are healthy and playing, I think this is going to be a tight, high scoring game. But I'm going to have the Bills winning it 34-28. Okay, then you have the Cowboys versus the Buccaneers. So Buccaneers they won the NFC South with an 8-9 record, and the Cowboys they just lost the Commanders and have the number 5th spot, 12-5 with the wild card. And Buccaneers they're just not a very good team. Their defense can be good at times, but on their offense, super one-dimensional. They have no run game. The Bucks have no run game, and Tom Brady is good, but their offense just has not been that good this year. And their defense has been playing well, but the Cowboys they have a lot of talent. Their defense has been playing great, and I think Dallas's defense will be enough to beat the Buccaneers. And their offense, as long as Dak does not make a mistake, like throw pick sixes, and they rely on their run game, I think the Cowboys should have this one. And even though this is potentially upset and Cowboys don't do really well in the playoffs, I think the Cowboys' high end talent will bail them out. And I know not to bet against Brady in the playoffs, but I'm going to. I think this is going to be end of the Brady in Tampa Bay, and I'm going to take the Cowboys winning 38-20. Then you have the Vikings versus the Giants. These guys played a few weeks ago, and both these teams are pretty similar, very inconsistent, always keep the game tight. Minnesota has a good offense that can be led by either their run game or their passing game, but never both. They finished 13-4 and got the number 3 seed, while the Giants finish off 8 10-7 and or whatever. I don't remember the record, but Saquon, I think he'll if he can get going they could potentially win. And the Vikings defense is not that good, while the Giants is pretty average. But Daniel Jones has also played a lot better, and this game is going to be very, very tight. And I'm actually going to predict the same score as they did a few weeks ago. I have the Vikings winning 27 and 24-24. And then you have the Niners versus the Seahawks. Seahawks beat the Rams, and then the Lions beat the Packers. So they're in the playoffs, while the Niners, they're very hot right now, number 2 seed with a 13-4 record. And this one's a divisional game. So I think this one will be definitely closer than a lot of the other games. But the Niners' talent is great. And Geno Smith did throw 2 picks against the Rams. And Seahawks team hasn't exactly played as great, and their defense has kind of regressed a little from midseason. And I think Niners have a comfortable win here. Even against a divisional opponent, I think the Niners' great number 1 defense and their run game will be too much for the Seahawks defense to handle. I'm going to take the Niners winning 28-17. So there you have it, NFL wildcard round predictions.